everybody. Welcome to my live. Thank you so much for y'all grace and y'all patience as I got my stuff together over here. I'm your host, Boniface Christie of Satin Talk. And today we got some goodies for you guys. It won't be a super long episode since it is live. I want to get through a few things, let you guys know what's coming up in the future with the boutique and with the design studio if you follow my business world. And then, of course, we'll get down to some personal mindset shifting topics because, of course, at the end of the day, we want your businesses to thrive, but we want you, the business owner, to thrive as well. And in order to do that, we definitely have to be mindful of how we think, how we move, how we act, and we want to keep our mental health, at the top of our priority list. Everything else comes second, third, fourth, fifth down the line. So, we're talking about taking the plunge and what exactly does that mean? Taking the plunge just means full commitment. We are fully committed into what we are doing within our businesses. If you want to be successful, if you want to reach those goals, you want dreams to become reality, you want to go to the next level, you have to take the plunge. Half assing it, excuse my French, will not get you there. I will tell you that. And it's not impossible. Maybe half doing it will get you there, but it's a much longer, tougher process. And I'm all about working smarter and not harder. So, let's talk about the doubtful kind because a lot of us don't really want to even consider ourselves to be doubtful. We don't want to consider ourselves to be the negative party in any situation. But I'm going to just put it out here real raw and ruffle some feathers. If you have not taken the plunge, you are the doubtful party. You haven't taken the plunge because you don't believe in yourself yet. You're doubting yourself. Things aren't perfect. Is you're not ready. And those are valid, reasons to kind of pull back. So don't let me, you know, come out too harsh like I'm trying to talk about you because I'm not. But you do have to go ahead and commit. And if not being ready is one of those reasons why you aren't committing, get ready. What are we waiting on? Get that strategy out, get it down on pen and paper, point A to point B, all the way down to the end point. What do you need to do to get to that end point? That's the starting thing. Write down where you are today, write down where you want to be when that goal is reached, and then give yourself milestones in between that so you actually have something visual right in front of you that you can reach out and grab. That's the goal. Those baby steps help you guys. Do not avoid the baby steps. Of course, everybody want to get up tomorrow, start a business, start a project, and be there the next day. That's not super realistic. It happens. Those type of blessings do happen every now and then. But to be realistic, write down those baby steps and take those steps. Okay. So get ready. If being ready is what's holding you back, I'm not quite ready, I'm not quite there, then that's definitely something that we can start to move on today. Let's write it down. Let's start to move on it and let's prepare to be ready. Okay. And then if you're the type of person that is worried about perfection, if perfection is keeping you from executing because you feel that it's not perfect, I am here to tell you that perfection is nice. Perfection is something that is great that you would want to strive for. That's something that you would want to be someday, but it is not a requirement. So if perfection is the only reason you haven't done something, it's not perfect yet, I'm here to tell you still go ahead and put it out. Put it out there. There is someone out there that is giving you so much grace and they can't wait to see what you have coming up next. Put it out there. They will buy from you, they will support you, they will share you, and somebody might even come in and help you get to that level of perfection because they love what you're doing, they support what you're doing, they see what you're doing, and they want to be a part of the process. And I did not realize that my screen didn't change. I want to pause for a second to fix my screen because I don't want people to look at it and not turn the audio on and think that our live didn't start because obviously it did. Y'all see me, right? Or y'all hear me, I should say. Can I get a sound check? If you're in the room and you can hear me speaking, just give me a heart or some love. Pop something up on the screen just so I can make sure that you guys can hear me and we shall continue on while I get my graphics fixed up on this screen. How's that? So we got some graphics going on. Quick, let's shout out Restream. This is who we stream our lives with. We are not sponsored by them. They did not pay me for this, but as a business owner that fully supports other business owners and that wants to see other people grow, strive to thrive. I definitely share everything that I use. So if this is something that you want to do in the future, you can go ahead and do the same as well. I use Restream to stream my live videos. I am live right now on Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube. Sorry, I could remember the third. We are live on all three platforms at the same time. Through Restream, I am able to sit here and talk to you guys. I could put myself on the screen, my graphics. As you can see, I got my lower thirds, I got my logo in the corner. This is audio because I am not cute today, y'all. Like, I know I come as I am normally, but like today is like, it's just, oh no, I didn't want to show y'all me today. So we're doing it radio style, so live. I don't even can still consider a podcast because it's live, but definitely in just the audio format. If you are in the room and you want to ask questions, whether you're here live or during the replay, go ahead and type your questions, your comments, shout yourself out, tell us where you're from, because I will definitely respond to those comments on the replay. If I see it live, I will respond to it live. But let's go ahead now that I got my screen fixed. I want to talk about more talking about taking the plunge and diving into your business. We tend to compare ourselves to others. We tend to compare ourselves to others that we think we're on the same level as. Maybe we started at the same time, we do the same things, and we tend to compare ourselves to them. And when someone is doing something better than we are, they've gotten farther than we've gotten, you get discouraged, you get down, you don't want to do it anymore, you change the plan, you start to do something different. And I'm here to tell you to stop comparing yourself to others. That is a big multiplying factor in the reason why you fail. You fail because you get discouraged, you get down, you're no longer interested, you lose your passion. But what you guys have to understand is that their favor, their grace has nothing to do with yours. It does not mean that you didn't do things correctly. It does not mean that it's not your turn. It does not mean that this one is for them and not for you. It just means that you're on a different path. Or, maybe they put in a little more work than you did in the background that you didn't see. Because, of course, we're always looking from the outside in. Unless you're sitting next to them every single day, you don't know what they did to get there. You only know what they show you. You only know what's, visibly online, what we can see. And then we assume based off of that little bit of information. There are 24 hours in a day, and someone may post a total of an hour a day, and we swear we know their lives, right? So this is why I think we should not be comparing ourselves to others, because we don't know what they did fully to get there. They may have put in those extra hours. They've been up for the last 3 days, putting in work and trying to get things done. And that's why their stuff is multiplying faster than yours. Not to say that's the way to do it, because there's such thing as burnout. But in the business world, sometimes it get like that, where you realize you haven't been asleep for 2 days. I've done it so many times, and I definitely regret it. So that's why I said, don't do it if you don't have to. If you can't, don't push it. But, some people will go in that extra mile to make sure that things get done faster. And if you're not doing that, you really can't compare yourselves to them. They may have taken that leap sooner than you did. So things are paying off faster. I can guarantee you that a high percentage of people that have not made it didn't make it because they didn't leap. They didn't fully commit. They had a great idea, they had a great plan, but they had a poor execution plan. They didn't fully commit. They didn't invest the time that they needed to. They didn't invest the money that they needed to. They didn't have the outside support that they thought they needed. So they pulled back. They doubted themselves. They were the doubt person in their situation, and they pulled back. And honestly, if you don't commit to it, whose fault is it? It's no one but yours. So you really can't compare yourself to someone else's success. Instead, get inspired, be encouraged by what they're doing. Copy, paste if it's put out there for you to do so. Take their blueprint and sit it next to yours and adjust your plan. Take some of their pointers and their tips, take their experience and learn from what they did to make it, and implement what makes sense into yours. Throw away everything else that doesn't. That's the way that you guys need to go about that, because not having faith in yourself means you're not going to take the leap. If you don't take the leap, then there is no forward progression. If there's no forward progression, there is not a win. Because unless you're winning right now and you're not progressing, the win will never happen. So it's all again, there's a point A, there's a point B, and then there's those milestones in between. So just start focusing on the smaller, more realistic milestones and start to check those off your list. Eventually you will get to the end of the board, y'all. So, you know, consider it all. Consider those partial wins as wins. Celebrate yourself, pat yourself on the back. Stop seeking validation from others. They're not going through what you're going through. Their passion is not yours. They don't have the same dreams that you have. They don't know what it takes to start a business, to maintain a business, to grow a business. Do you boo is all I want to say about that. Next, like I said, this is a super quick episode. Don't plan on being here all night, maybe 30 minutes tops. We're halfway through the show already, y'all. But I do want to pause and I want to shout out my most recent affiliate and partner, April Stewart of Brown Like Me Hair Care and of Brown Like Me Bonnets. I'm sorry, Brownies. We create her bonnets for her. We are one of her manufacturing partners. She has a whole slew of products that she provides. She manufactures her own hair care line, which is thebomb.com. And we are so excited to introduce these products to you on our wholesale website, mbswholesale.com. If you have not been over there yet to see what we got going on, if you are a retailer and you are in the need of high quality products for your shop, whether you're an online store, physical store, a little bit of both, you do pop-up shops here and there. We have high-end products that your customers will love. We don't sell junk. Everyone is validated, everyone is verified, everyone is vetted. How whatever synonym you want to throw in there, we did it because we want to make sure that we are providing you with A1 products that your customers will love. So you continue to sell, you continue to come back and buy. Everyone wins. Our vendors are the bomb. April Stewart is one of them. Brown Like Me Natural Hair Care and Brown Like Me Bonnets. I keep saying bonnets. Brown Like Brownies, forgive me, y'all. She is going to be up on our site. She has a few items there right now, but we have a whole bunch of items that we're going to add once we get everything laid out. Head over there and subscribe to that site so you don't miss any updates as new products come out. And then, secondly, we want to shout out our latest boutique, you guys. Minave, my brand, is in a luxury boutique in Barcelona, Spain. We are officially an international brand. We've been global for a little while, actually, but this is the very first boutique storefront that we are in where you can walk down the streets, and I don't have the street in front of me, but you can walk down the street in Barcelona and you can walk in and Minave is on the shelf. This is the very first one. All of the other distributors that we work with in other countries have online stores. So this is the first brick and mortar, y'all, and it's a designer spot. It is high end. The fact that we were given so much grace, they gave us a shot. She was really interested in our products. She was interested in getting my stuff in her store. She told me that she was really vibing with me. She loves my vibe and she feels that I'm a great fit for her store. So I'm very excited about that. All of the journey, everything that we've been through from start to finish as a small craft business, just making some stuff for friends and family, to turning it into a business and having a personalized craft store where we was customizing t-shirts and tutus and socks and hair bows, down to creating bonnets and turning it into a brand, then manufacturing for other business as a small batch manufacturer. And we are now an actual manufacturing facility. Y'all, we have 3,000 square feet of space, 8 offices, and warehouse space. I always said I would never, ever, ever step foot back into the corporate world unless that corporate was mine, unless that corporation was mine. And that's exactly what we are doing. Keys are in the hand. We are getting ready to rehab the space and make it nice and pretty. And we can't wait to open it up and give you guys a full blown tour. I already took the initial tour video. I just have not put it up because I've been so busy. But I will post that to give you guys the raw version of the building before we put our hands on anything. We had our fire inspection. which went great. There's not a lot for us to do before we get the final inspection, so that felt good because I just knew it was gonna be a lot of stuff and it's gonna be a lot of money, and it ended up being a very solid building, so we're good there. Hopefully, most of the things that we have to do is cosmetic. It's gonna be because I wanna do it, not because it needs to be done, so that's always a plus. And, we'll just stay in our lane. If we have to kinda start off slow, we'll do that, but I got a dream, y'all. I want some nice, luxurious. Oh, I just want it real intimate and sexy when you walk in. I just want it to be different. We're definitely going to be manufacturing. It's going to be industrial, light industrial work will be happening in the building, but I want it to look more craft room like versus just, you know, I don't know, surgical. I don't want it to look really industrial or surgical, either or. So yeah, so take this journey with me, y'all. If y'all have not followed my personal pages at Minove Chrissy, that is where most of that will go, as well as in Bosses in Love. That'll be the behind the scenes info that we share from the family's perspective, where Minove Chrissy is just from my perspective. So it gives you a different angle of the same content, the same information, but from a different view. So that's what all those pages are. It was like most of these pages share the same thing. What exactly is everything? That's what that is. Minove Christie is my angle. Bosses in Love is the family angle. Then we have Satin Talk, which is our mindset conversations where we talk about growing our business, growing our own personal mindset behind the business. And then we have our group, Bigger, Better Bosses, is where we do a lot of business growth, where you can come and drop your resources. You can share and promote your business on our page free of charge. We do not charge. Come in, push, and promote. Let us know what you do, where you are, how to find you, how do we buy from you, your website, your social pages. Drop all that information on us there so we know where to go when we need something, because I would much rather go to the community before I go anywhere else first. So if you don't follow us at Bigger Better Bosses, I need you guys to do that. We have a page as well as a Facebook group, and the group is where you can promote all of your stuff. Eventually, we will post some live shopping, some live services, some live resources with our partners as we build that resource list where you guys can come in and literally shoot your shot with our networks for free. There is no charge for you to do that. You just have to be selected. So, in order for you to be seen, you got to be in the room. So come on into the room. And last but not least, since we're at the 20-minute mark, we're at the 19-minute mark exactly. I want to talk about new things that are happening specifically at Minove and Minove Design Studio, just because a lot of you that are listening to me are actual customers. You guys actually have worked with me before, or that's something that you're looking to do in the future. So we do a lot of custom work outside of manufacturing our own items. We do manufacture, and forgive me, I'm at home, y'all. I'm at home, so y'all hear a lot of ambiance, a lot of background noise, which is why I was saying don't worry about perfection. Do what you got to do. People will still listen to you. If my surroundings were not perfect, I wouldn't have been able to get on this live with you because I would have been waiting for everything to settle. We're still working late at night. It's a lot going on. So y'all hear the background noise and I do not care. So I want y'all to know, get up, y'all speak, say what y'all have to say. People will still follow and listen. You're here. So obviously that's how that works. But anywho, with Minove, of course, we design and create our own items, but a lot of our success comes from us from providing items to other businesses. So this is a quick business tip for any of my crafters, any of my custom shops. If you have the ability to create and make items for yourself or for other businesses, if you create for let's say you haven't gotten as far as creating for other businesses, but you create for your own customers. So they come in and they want something personalized. You're making it for one person, maybe two or three items at a time. If you have the capacity to do that, if you have the knowledge and understanding to create for someone else, you can also do that for a business, and you can start to offer either a wholesale service or a product development service. People need products. They want to sell stuff with their name and their logos and their packaging. And if you can do that for yourself or for a personalized gift, then you can do it for a business and you can now touch another stream of income. I talk about this all the time. It may sound repetitive, it's going to get real redundant because I'm trying to drill this down and see how this is how we made it. I started off by creating stuff for myself for my family. I started doing tutus and princess parties and custom t-shirts, and I was just doing it for the end consumer. And someone brought it to my attention through an inquiry and was just like, "Hey, I see you made these. These are super dope. I actually would love to sell these in my business. Do you create for other businesses?" And I'm like, "I haven't, but I don't see why I can't," right? So that's literally how it started. That's the conversation that went down. After I created my very first 50-piece order, I was just like, okay, I made it took me about 2 weeks to do that order, 50 pieces. I was a little slow in the beginning, but typically, it would take me a month or 2 to sell 50 pieces to 50 different people. I just sold 50 pieces to one person, and it took me 2 weeks. That was the light over my head for me. Like, yes, I made less per item because it was at a wholesale or bulk rate so they could make money, but I got to that point faster. And now I only worked with one person versus working with 50 other people. So yeah, the money is better over there, but it's really stressful. I'm tired, I'm overworked, 50 different personalized purchases, right? Over here versus one personalized item repeated 50 times from one person, one, check, give it to me in whole, and they go about their business. That just made more sense to me. Yeah, it made so much more sense to me, and that was a small version of scaling my business back then. So now what we do is we do it on a much larger scale. My opening order minimum for custom made to order is 100 pieces. Depending on the item, sometimes I do it at a dollar minimum versus a quantity minimum, where your opening order needs to be $2,000. It's going to take me 2 weeks to do this. You're the only person I'm working with for this span of 2 weeks. So I need to hit my own quotas because I have my own family and my own thing to take care of over here. And you can set this to whatever you want. You don't have to follow my lead on this. You can literally determine what your quotas are. For me, I need to be bringing home at a minimum, y'all. Don't, y'all judge however y'all want to judge. But for my minimums, I need to be making at least $1,000 a week in order for me to be satisfied. I actually would prefer to make at least 3 to 4 times more. I need to be clearing at least $10,000 a month to get to where I'm trying to go. And honestly, that's only my quota for like the next 3 months. Because after 3 months, I need that to double and I need to start making 20 a month. And then I need that to double again. And then I need to be making 40. Like I am on a road to growth. I am trying to progress this year. What I'm going to do next year requires the growth to happen this year. Okay. So that's my bare minimum. If what I'm doing for you is going to take me longer than a week, if it's not going to make me $1,000, I'm not doing it because I don't work for free. I have stuff to do, and I understand if I'm not a good fit for someone, maybe someone that's new, don't have a whole lot to invest, and I will tell them that. And then, but the difference between me just telling them that and sending them on their way and saying, "Come back when you're ready," is I give them somewhat of a plan. Like, look, but this is how we can get here. These are some of the things that you can do to build up to get here. These are some of the services that I offer to help you get here. Here are some of the products that don't require minimums that you can use and sell and flip to get here. So I give them that plan to come back and grow with me. And that's how I build my clientele because people that trust you, people that have worked with you and you have helped them grow, you help make them money. They'll keep coming back. They trust you. They want to grow with you. You've already proven your point. They don't need receipts because you are the receipt. Okay. So this is what y'all want to do to start building your clientele in your business. And if you are a crafter, you need to start seeking clients rather than just always seeking customers. You want people that are going to come back and purchase from you over and over and over again, and they'll go sell to their end user. You can just focus on that one person and their needs. So that's something to consider. We'll definitely talk about that deeper. We're building a course. I already give this course one-on-one to my clients. I do it almost every week. I just need to get it laid out for you guys in digital content so that I can push it as a digital course. Y'all can download it, listen to it as you please. Just haven't gotten there yet because y'all, I'm so busy. But I do plan on being here with y'all every week, even if it's just 30 minutes like we're doing today. I plan on getting on here and just saying, hey, just something just to keep us relevant, keep us going, keep all of us encouraged. I love speaking with you guys when y'all do get on here with me live. So if you missed me live and you're listening to the replay, set your calendars. I will go live on Sundays. I will nail down the time eventually, but right now we typically go live between 9 and 10 o'clock. Or not between, but starting at 9 or starting at 10. It's typically late on a Sunday night in a wind down. Put your headphones on, get on the couch, lay in the bed, and just listen and have a conversation with me before you get ready for your week. Let me help you get your mind right before your week starts. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. We didn't want to go in super long. Next week, I will give you a preview. Next week, I'm going to get a little more real for you guys. I'm going to be talking to my customers. I'm going to be talking to the customer. If you are a customer, which all of us are, even I am a customer. Although I am a business, I buy from other businesses often, which means I am also a customer. I want to talk to the customer you, because we get real entitled. We get real just out of control, out of our bodies, and we forget to give people grace. We forget to give people the same grace that they gave us when we started. So what? You're $1 million company now. You had to start somewhere. Allow other businesses to get there as well. And if you're not going to educate them and help them, just leave them alone. That's kind of how I feel about that, because we will get to the point where we feel that we made it, and then we just expect everyone else to just make it off the jump, and knowing good and doggone well that we didn't make it off the jump. You have to give them that same grace. So we will be talking to the customer you next week about the gift of grace, about y'all customer complaints, about how you want these businesses to be popping and popular. And then when they get popping and popular and busy, now y'all mad because they busy and they can't get to you on time. They out of stock and y'all tripping because they out of stock, but they popping, right? So, let's just talk about this grace and how we need to support our Black businesses by allowing them to do what they do, allow them to grow, allow them to learn. And if something just really ruffles you up beyond, your normal level of grace, then maybe you just need to come on in and teach one, step in and offer them some help, offer them some assistance, provide them with a resource, offer a service, shoot your shot and sell something to them that will help them grow, help them make money, and then y'all will have that relationship of trust and growth, and then y'all could do something together. That's all I'm saying. Just think about the full community before y'all start cutting people off and getting to be a part of cancel culture. We claim that we hate cancel culture, but we be real quick to cancel anybody and everybody that we don't like. So that's what we're talking about next week. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to leave you guys with a few products of the day. They are $10 off. I'm going to leave it up for a few days. So let's leave it up till Tuesday. If you guys purchase our satin bonnet sets, if you are a retailer and you need high quality items, and if you're looking for something with your name on it, let's say you don't want to distribute my items because you have your own brand, don't worry. We have private label service. And right now, our bonnets, our scrunchies, and our satin gift bags are popping. So we created a bonnet set, which I'm about to pop up on the screen for you guys as I muted. I didn't realize that my mic will be muted as the video played, but if you saw those bonnets that we have there, those are private label. Those bonnets can be created to fit your brand, or they can be sold blank. If you're a custom shop and you sell to other people, whether you want to do something personalized for gifts, these are great for you because then you can put their name on and package them up real pretty. They do come with satin bags. You get 5 adult bonnets, 5 baby bonnets, 10 satin scrunchies, and 10 satin gift bags. You can create customized, personalized gifts for your custom shop. If you have an Etsy shop, or if you do a lot of fair markets or buyer, what do you call it? Farmers markets, excuse me. Any type of vendor event, you bring your portable press and you can press stuff right on the spot. These are great for that. Or you can hire us to personalize them for you. They come in 5 different colors. We did have a few colors come out of stock because one of our clients just signed an all exclusive contract with us. She is the only one that is now able to take those colors because she is blowing up. Y'all, my clients are the bomb.com as well. That is Brown Like Me, natural hair care, the white and rose gold. Those belong to her now because her brand is off the chain and she is pushing and bussing moves all over the place. So if you are interested in creating an item that you don't want to see anywhere else, you can do the same thing, but you do have to hit sales thresholds in order for me to pull anything out of my production line, because it's got to make sense for me too, you guys. I sell to a lot of people and we don't want to start pulling things off the shelf if it's not going to make sense for our business. And some things we just won't ever pull off the shelf because we have way too many people purchasing them right now, but we can create something exclusively for you and we will never sell it to anyone else as long as we are under contract. So that's definitely something to consider. If y'all big timing out there and y'all want to get something big, y'all are looking to be on other retail shelves the same way that I am, and you know that you're pushing product heavily, we can definitely do something like that for you. So you guys have to get in contact with me. Those items are $10 off for the next few days. Head over to minivate.com and type in starter box to find that box. The other items that you saw, we were just at Black Fashion Week USA. Our items were on the runway and our top hit was the dressing gown and the matching bonnet. That is also $10 off for the next 2 days. Head over to minivate.com and type in bonnet set and you will see our signature print sets there. Use the code SAVE10 Satin Talk to get that deal. It is in the description. So if I ran all that too fast for you, click the description in this video. You'll see all of that information there as well as the link. So you don't even have to go search, but use that code SAVE10 Satin Talk for the next 2 days to get $10 off those 2 items only. I'm going to get out of here, leaving you guys with blessings, peace, love, health, wealth, prosperity, anything and everything that you wish and desire to have. I pray that it crosses your threshold and that you are able to grab it. I pray that you are able to pull it in, nurture it, and grow it to the point that you can freely give it away and not worry about the next one that's coming, although another one is coming. Blessings are always coming and you got to let go to make room for the next one. I will talk to you guys next time. Minivate Chrissy of Minivate Design Studio, the new studio opening up in a few months here in Kankakee, Illinois. And of course, your boss, wife, and mom at Bosses in Love, and your founder of Bigger Better Bosses, where we help you be just that. Come promote your business, shout out yourself on that page, Bigger Better Bosses. Until next time, you guys, have a boss week.